tecum. The Lord is with thee. She remembers thinking God must have written Ave Maria. She's amused by this memory and knows now that it was written first as a poem, The Lady of the Lake by Sir Walter Scott. Franz Schubert then set it to music in 1825. It was only after that that it took on its Latin liturgical version. She supposes the church wanted it because it has a rather compelling melody. As a child, she loved to play toppling dominoes with her brothers and many cousins, setting up elaborate runs in anticipation of that moment where one action would create a chain reaction. She's recently returned from Benin, where she discovered this footage. Taken by Francis Orpierre in 1930 in Porto Novo. It depicts the festival of the Epiphany, that story where the three wise men bring symbols of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to baby Jesus. In the 17th century, Europe referred to the Benin coast as the slave coast. By the middle of the 1800s, over 1 million people had been sent from Benin to the so-called New World. Apparently, in the early years, Francis Orpierre struggled to elicit interest and understanding in his Catholic stories. And so, in collaboration with Zordon Medje, the Wudan king of the night, he adapted the stories and replaced symbols like gold, frankincense, and myrrh for blood and alcohol. She was born in rural Botswana in 1980, 50 years after this footage was taken, and 7,000 kilometers across the African continent. And yet, at just 39 days old, she was cast as a baby Jesus in a festival of the Epiphany. As she grew up in a Catholic household, she went on to play an angel many times, the back end of a donkey once, and Mother Mary. She supposes this is where her love of performativity was birthed. She suspects it is also where the entangled question of the relationship between the church, slavery and colonialism, and alcoholism was seeded. As a child, one of her favorite songs was Amazing Grace, but she misunderstood the lyrics. Amazing grapes, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grapes that taught my heart to fear, and fear my heart relieved. How precious did that grape appear the hour I first believed. Amazing Grace was written by John Newton, English slaver turned abolitionist. She learns this through the work of contemporary South African artist and composer Neo Muyanga in his Grace project of 2021 in Sao Paulo and Liverpool.
It's ironic that historically many of us think of this hymn as belonging to the civil rights movement. We think of it as a song of solidarity that comes from the Baptist South in the United States. But in fact, it was written by John Newton, a former slave trader who came all the way from Liverpool.
One of her clearest memories, aged about 6, is kneeling in the Catholic Church alongside her brothers and many cousins, and next to her oldest aunt, Sister Margaret, a nun of the Dominican Order of King Williamstown. The priest enters for Mass, coming down the aisle, singing his Gregorian chants in Latin, and she thinks she hears him say something that stirs a tickle in her. She whispers it as a question into her brother's ear, and he snorts. He passes it along, and quickly the pew is shaking with giggles. They struggle to stay quiet while this man, wearing a flowing gold and white dress and swinging a golden smoking orb, appears to be singing. I bet you can't play. Don't